How do you see the situation right now with Yemenis and Israelis and the way that they're trying to, I don't know if there is somebody in the United States or in Israel that they think that they can manage the situation with Yemenis?
Let me pick up on one of your remarks there, which really struck a note with me, and say it's in direct answer to your question, but I'll come back to the previous parts. It is inevitable, and this would be I don't want to use this adjective, but I'm going to, an intriguing way to develop this, that a U.S. carrier will be sunk with all hands on board, and the associated trauma for the American people that will be. That'll be 5,000 men and women dead, $14 to $16 billion gone in an entire air wing. And I suspect most of those men and women will be dead because if it happens, it's going to happen with a hypersonic missile. Probably. Could happen with a wake-homing torpedo or a very powerful mine too. But I think it's going to happen with a hypersonic missile. Question is, can the Houthis get their hands on such a missile? But that's inevitable. It is going to happen. And if we get into war with Russia or China, of course, it's going to happen big time. We'll be without a carrier after 90 days, or we'll be a fleet in being in the old naval terminology, meaning that we won't sally forth from port. We'll stay in port. They're anachronisms, these carriers, and they carry a huge burden for the empire when they start going down willy-nilly. And the trauma for the American people is going to be really serious. But the Yemenis are a curious lot here. They're an intriguing lot, to use that adjective again. They seem to be inexhaustibly capable of testing the empire's will. And the empire has hurled just about everything it can at it other than a ground invasion, even using the Saudis to a certain extent in that vogue. Though the Saudis' attacks were mostly F-15s and other bomb-carrying craft, furnished by the United States, of course. They've stood the test of all these powers trying to bring them down, a considerable number now, including the incredible devastation of the IDF Air Force. These people just love to drop their bombs.